Hey everybody, this is Daniel El Chingon Brooks and this is my friend Justin El Coqueto Delgado. Welcome to Lichas Cantina. Here we invite you to our back patio that we're going to be grilling some delicious chicken al pibil, right? And so before we start getting into the recipe, we'd like to go ahead and thank New Belgium Brewing Company and also the Southern Smoke nonprofit for inviting us to collaborate during this series of videos, and we appreciate y'all. Y'all should check out the Southern Smoke website to see all the good things that they're doing. And we're gonna be doing our recipe on the grill, but you could also translate this into the oven, right? So let's go ahead and start with the pibil marinade, okay? Justin is gonna go ahead and I'll break it down for you.
So we're gonna start off over here with toasting up some spices to bring out some of the aromatics in it. So we're gonna start with about a tablespoon of peppercorns and about 5 or 6 cloves, 1 stick of cinnamon, do a tablespoon of coriander, and just a couple of bay leaves here. And so we'll bring it over here, start toasting it up. The process takes about 2 or 3 minutes usually, and so what you're doing is you're heating it up and releasing some of the essential oils and the aromatics in it, so you get a really beautiful smell. Let those spices just kind of bloom a bit.
Hey, and let me go ahead and talk about the history of the pibil, right? Definitely the traditional protein that's used for the pibil marinade is cochinita or pork, right? And where back in the days they would get the whole hog and marinate it with the pibil marinade that we're gonna complete for you. And one of the main ingredients after toasting the spices is the achiote, right? And achiote is a spice that grows in the nata tree. It's basically a nut, like an almond grows, and it has this casing. So the inside of that casing, you'll find a seed. And the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Incas used it not just to cook and flavor their food, but also to make it into a paint so they could paint their pyramids, and also to use it on their faces before they would go out to battle. So not just a delicious ingredient, but as well a very versatile one, right? And also the pibil recipe is more traditionally, or it originated in Yucatan, right? And here at Lichas, we're focusing on Mexico City soul food. But all of the food in Mexico, just like many countries, the main ingredient is love. This is abuelita's cooking.
So you want to keep moving it around a bit on here, set it down, let it heat up some more. But yeah, the main thing, you want to keep them moving. You let them sit there, they will burn, and then you do get that kind of acrid taste in there that you don't want. So just here, they're looking pretty good over here. You can really smell it, and it's smelling great. So I'm gonna add these here to the blender, just like that. And then we'll go ahead and take the Achiote Paste here too. We've got about half a cup. We'll just drop it straight in there. And we have ground coriander here. You could use the whole coriander seed as well and toast that up. You don't really want to use the ground coriander or the ground comino in here, because it will burn a lot faster. So this one you can just add it straight in. We'll do about just about half a teaspoon or so.
The depth of flavor that you get, which is the same depth of flavor that you get from braising proteins for a long time, you get it here from the marinade, and you don't have to wait, or it doesn't take the time.
So here we're gonna add about 1 cup apple cider vinegar. I'm eyeballing it here, but y'all definitely, it's more or less, it's up to you, but we know what we're doing here at Lichas Cantina.
You said, the name of the restaurant is named after my mother, Alicia, but for short we call her Licha, and that is the inspiration behind the food and the type of hospitality that we offer here at Lichas.
I added another cup of oil over here also. Then we're gonna add about a tablespoon or so of salt. And so we'll just blend that up over here, let it all come together. Just a quick little blending process, and that should be good.
And so once again, to replicate, the technique of how pibil traditionally is cooked, which once again they wrap the protein with banana leaves, and then they put them in holes that they dig in the ground, that they heat up a lot of lava rocks or any type of rock with ambers, right? And so it's a slow cooking process. So first you're steaming the protein, right? And so here the technique, or how we're gonna replicate that technique in a home setting or in a backyard setting, is in this manner.
So we're gonna get the chicken on here. Right here we're using boneless chicken thighs, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You could just as well use bone in, skin on.
You can really do the breast.
Yeah, any
whole chicken.
Cut. It's really your preference.
You know, we choose the chicken thighs because we love that dark meat. We love the fattiness that it has in comparison to the chicken breast, right? And chicken breast can also definitely take very well to this recipe if you grab the whole chicken and you marinate it with the achiote as well. It's gonna be proper just as the chicken thighs. But here, we like that fat, don't we, Justin? Huh?
Always.
Always.
So we got about 2 cups of marinade out of that recipe. And so what we're gonna do is we're probably only gonna use about half of it. You don't need to drown it in the marinade. You just wanna go use about half of it. You wanna coat everything. You don't want it boiling away in there, so.
Look at this marinade. It's an intense color. It's dark. It's already going to tell you that it's going to be a big, bold flavor in your mouth. So it doesn't need to be smothered with it. It needs to be coated. And that way, like Justin said, when you're cooking it, you know, in the oven or in the grill, it's roasting it more than it's steaming.
All right. So now we got that ready. What we're gonna do is wrap it up real quick. So here we got the banana leaf and foil. We're just gonna make a little pouch of it. Kind of want to do it a little tight. You don't want anything in there escaping. You want it to cook all the way through in there. You want it, and you know, chicken, you always want to cook it well. So we're just gonna wrap it a few times in this. Yeah, well sealed here and good size. So this is about 4 pounds of chicken here. Plenty for about 6 people or so. What we're gonna do is just throw it directly into the coals.
Not on the grill grate, directly over the ambers. And that is gonna be a lot of intense fire that's gonna start cooking this chicken. And then just periodically, you need to be checking it, just rotating it and flipping it. That way, all the sides or all the chicken could be cooking evenly. All right. Do the exact same thing that we're doing, and then just put it in a oven safe container, and wrap it in the banana leaves, wrap it in the foil, put it in a container, and then put it in the oven. I would say you want to preheat your oven pretty hot, huh?
Yeah, anywhere between 400 and 500 degrees on
Once again, we're wanting to replicate the heat from the grill, right? And so yeah, definitely preheat the oven between 400 and 500 degrees, right? And put it in there. And then it's, 20-30 minutes,
yeah.
You know, it should be done cooking. Voodoo Ranger American Haze. Here you go, Justin, you look real thirsty to me.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And so let's see. I remember when I tasted this, we got a lot of that like lemon, citrus notes, but also had a little bit of that toasted coriander, or not toasted coriander, but that fresh coriander seed kind of nuance, you know?
Oh, definitely.
And definitely this one, even though it looks like a rich beer, which it is, right? It's still very refreshing. This is definitely one that I could have more than 2, 3, or 4. You know,
yeah, 5 or 6.
Or you know, I'm not good at math, Justin.
So for the pickle brine over here, what we're doing is a quick pickle for onions. We have about 2 cups of apple cider vinegar, half a teaspoon of coriander seeds, half a teaspoon of black peppercorns, 2 bay leaves, and just a pinch of oregano and about a teaspoon of salt. And we're just gonna let that come up to a quick boil here. While we're doing that, we slice the onions. So for these, we use 1 red onion, Way I like to cut it, feel it's the best way presentation wise, and you get better chunks is, you know, you go north to south on here. So we're just gonna do it real quick. So here we're just gonna put that in there. And we got the vinegar coming up to a boil here. And we're just gonna pour it straight on here and let it sit. This quick pickle is usually ready. This will be ready in about half an hour or so. So here with all the spices in there, the salt, the bay leaf, the coriander, we're just gonna pour it straight on top of the onions. And from here, you can put it in your fridge, let it sit for a little while. And by the time everything else is ready, these should be really bright, vibrant pink color. Have that nice hit of acid in there, a little salinity, and you'll be able to taste all those herbs coming through in the onion itself. So we're just gonna set that aside for right now. Put them in your fridge at home.
So in the north of Mexico, guacamole, you order it, typically is the avocado, and they also add like pico de gallo, or it is pico de gallo, right? And in Mexico City, you know, guacamole for us is more of a just the avocados mashed up with just lime, salt, Jugo Maggie, some chopped cilantro.
So we got about 4 avocados here. So took the pits out, and we're just gonna put them straight here in the bowl. The easiest way to do it, just get a spoon, cut them in, after you cut them in half, and scoop it all out. Over here at Lichas Cantina, our guacamole makes it a little different. Is this Jugo Maggie here? It's the Mexican soy sauce.
All right, I think, yeah, this guacamole is looking good. You know, let's go ahead and taste what we have.
Stink.
Don't touch it, don't even look at it. It's perfect the way it is, all right, man? It has that umami.
So let's just cover it up real quick. Try to get that color.
Have you tried this one? I haven't. This 1554.
Let's give it a try.
Yeah, let's see what this is all about. Wow, this is dark, huh? Let's see what it says. Okay. 1554 dark ale. All right. What would you get out of it? Or what are you getting out of it?
There's definitely a little malt here.
Yeah.
Smooth, not as fruity as the other one, but definitely a smooth drinker.
Yeah, it is.
Could drink
you
some,
know,
eat some fish and chips with this.
Absolutely, the color is deceiving. You know, I was thinking I was gonna get a much bigger, richer flavor, or you know, a lot more of a, you know, heavier beer.
A little stouty.
Yeah, a little stouty, but it's refreshing. It has, you know, some good caramel character, a little bit of that coffee, you know. But it's still, it's, you know, refreshing to drink and not so heavy. What's next, Justin? We got chicken cooking. We got these onions that have been hanging around for several moments, and you can see how they're already starting to change in color, right? And the red of the onion is starting to, you know, color the rest of it, right? This always has to be fun. It has to be your passion. All right, the Fat Tire. This beer needs no introduction, right? I mean,
we all know it.
We all, and why has it become so popular? Because it's a good drink and beverage.
I think I had a few of these before this.
Okay, I won't tell. Salud. Appreciate you. Oh yeah.
Grab it out.
Oh yeah, we got some juice. Okay. Let's go ahead and put it over here so we can get. Look at this. Oh my God, that's a thing of beauty already. No, so this is what we do, right? We first cook in the banana leaves. It's roasting it, it's steaming it, right? And then we're gonna put some over the grill grate.
Show off.
Yes, sir. You know. All right.
That real. Yeah, you want to crisp them up, get them a little black in, get that color on there, really get that char flavor.
Look, and also if you were at home and you didn't turn on the grill, right, or start your grill, you could take them out of the oven and also put them on a fromage or in a flat top. And that's also just gonna sear in that marinade, that flavor, right? So once again, very versatile recipe, very different way to accomplish the final product, right? Let's go ahead and present the taco.
Oh yeah. So we'll just slice these up real quick. Just finish that with a little extra salt on there. Make sure it's good.
You know, hey, hold up, see?
Oh.
I was gonna say, follow your heart. Some people like to smear guacamole and then put the protein, or what do you like?
Yeah, I top it.
You top it, okay, see? And there's no right or wrong. But you know, that's the whole thing about making a taco. When you make it, you know how you like it, right? And there's no right or wrong way. That's why here at Lichas, it's an interactive taco plate, isn't it? We serve you the proteins, we serve you the tortillas, we serve you the garnishes, and you make the taco the way you like it.
We got his and hers.
His and hers, and you know which hers is, right? A ver, poquito de las cebollitas. Mira qué rico.
Oh yeah.
A ver, acábalo.
Yeah. Got some extra limes around. A little squeeze of lime on there. Got a little cilantro.
But hey guys, that's what we're presenting. The Pibil pollo tacos, right? Made on house-made tortillas or smashed avocado. Pibil pickled onions, and here, I think I'm ready for one. What about you, Justin?
I could do one.
All right, here we go. Once again, New Belgium Brewing Company, thank you for inviting us. Please check out Southern Smoke and all the good things that they do. Lichas Cantina is here to serve you. We hope everybody at home is healthy, happy. Remember to breathe. We're here at your service. Mi casa es tu casa siempre. Bye.